right, you all. This is my Racism Against Black Women docu-series, in a sense, ongoing docu-series. So today's topic that we're gonna, let me date this. This is February 19, 2022. So today I want to talk about the little girl. I think it was in Rialto. She was just riding her scooter or bike, and the police just come grab her. She's sitting on the little stoop thing. I guess she was like taking a break, and then the police come and grab her and throws her around for nothing, you know, because she's a little girl. This is a little girl, you all. She's black, a little girl. And thank God that her parents, you know, got an attorney and fighting, because, you know, they put this little girl in juvenile. They put this little girl in juvenile. She ain't done nothing wrong now. Can you see how traumatizing this could be? They showed it on our news, our Los Angeles news. You can Google it. Black girl, I think it's Rialto area here in California, which is not a lot of black people out there, but they live in there. The parents said they live right in that area. So when I talk about racism against black women, black girls, which is an ongoing thing, it's so sad, you know. Well, you always talking about racism against black. Well, because we continue to experience racism every day. So yes, I talk about it. I keep talking about it. You know, in hopes that then people can become aware of this. So if you see a black person, black woman being harassed or mistreated, say something. What they say? See something, say something, help. See something, say something, say something. Okay, let me get it right. See something, say something. There we go. But go and help. So it's so sad, but this is how they do black women. Because this is how they see us. This is how they see us. They see a black woman. A lot of times they get suspicious of us. Oh, now look now. This is all because of the color of our skin. Because they can see a white girl and they don't get suspicious of her. They be like, oh, little Becky is just going down the street. Oh, look how old, they just smile. Look at little Becky. They see a black girl. All of a sudden, they get suspicious and they think that they're doing something wrong. So you got this little black girl riding her scooter. This is a little girl. She's just riding her scooter. I can imagine that. I mean, I'm from a little town outside Chicago, about 2-3.5 hours outside Chicago. I rode my bike, you know, it was blessed. Mom got me back, you know. I love my bike. I just be able to ride my bike, walking, you know. I was the oldest child, you know what I'm saying, of my family. And so, you know, I just learned to play with myself and enjoy myself. You know, that's probably why today I just enjoy me and God is good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the type that I can just go anywhere and mingle with other folks. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have somebody by me, you know, all the time. It just, you know. One, I got things to do, so I ain't got nobody, I don't have time to be with me all the time. But anyway, so here this little girl, she's out riding her scooter. So I'm guessing she got tired, so then she sat, and I keep pointing right here because it's like a little curve. So here she done sat on the curve, and I don't know where out the blue the police came. And all we see on TV, what they show us, is a video of the police just, and this is a little girl, you all, a little girl. But see, here's the thing. They don't care if we little or not. They just see a black girl. They don't know if she a kid or if she a woman, or which again, it wouldn't make a difference, because you're not supposed to just go grab a black person and just start throwing them around like a rag doll. And they ain't done nothing. She was just sitting on the curb. She ain't done nothing wrong. You know, and so she, all the video we've seen is they throwing her around, they about choking her, and just, I'm like, this don't make no sense. This is ridiculous. But it happens. And we just happen to see her on video, but people don't realize how often this happens to black women. This happens a lot to black women. Because when people see black women, we just be doing normal things, just normal things. But people are looking at you like you're doing something wrong, and it turns back to your color, because the white person could be doing the same thing, or another race could be doing the same thing you're doing. Nobody will see it as suspicious or be trying to figure out what they're doing, you know. But because the color of your skin, and because they have a negative racist mindset about the color of your skin, they just will assume you must be doing something not right. So we got to come over there and ask you what you doing. I'm trying to figure out what you doing. So the girl was just sitting down. So I don't know what happened between the girl sitting down and then us seeing the video. The next thing they just throwing the girl around like a little rag doll. And then I don't get what they took the girl to juvenile for, because she didn't do anything wrong. So you got this little girl who is in her own neighborhood. She's in her own neighborhood riding her scooter. I don't know if y'all heard me because the ambulance is so let me say it. She's in her own neighborhood riding her scooter. She lives in that neighborhood in Rialto, California. She lives there now. Now again, it's not that many black people that live there, but she lives there. But I can just see how this goes, because sometimes when you in neighborhoods that there's not a lot of black people, if they see a black person, the neighbors or the people around are quick to call the police. Now you ain't done nothing wrong, because the sidewalk is a public sidewalk for you to walk on. I don't care what race you are. They don't own the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? Black people can go anywhere. We free. You know what I'm saying? But because you are maybe in a neighborhood where they don't see a lot of black people, it's sad that even still in 2022, when they see a black person, they all of a sudden assume the black person is in their neighborhood doing something wrong. So they go calling the police. Now I be trying to wonder, how does this call go? There's a person in my neighborhood that don't look like they belong here. Well, what should a person look like that belongs in your neighborhood? Yeah, I mean, I don't even see, how does the operator deal with that call in 2022 when the goal is to not be racist? How do you? I'm curious. I mean, that just came to my mind. How do you deal with a call that somebody's calling you because they see a black person in their neighborhood, and for them they feel like that is wrong, when that is not wrong to see a black person in your neighborhood? I don't care if you don't have that many black people in your neighborhood. That's not wrong for a black person to be in your neighborhood. A black person go anywhere they want to go. But I just thought about that. That would be an interesting thing. How does that call go? But see, then that's where you hear sometime where then when people call in, they lie. Oh, it's somebody out there with a gun and the person don't have a gun. You know, every once in a while we'll hear about that. How whoever called in the call, they lied, because their goal is trying to get the police there. And so they start lying. They ain't seen no gun. They ain't seen nothing. They lied to get the police there. So you got this little girl sitting on the curb. All of a sudden the police come out the blue. So you know somebody in the neighborhood probably called the police on the little girl sitting out here. So I'm trying to figure out, the little girl ain't doing nothing but sitting there. So how does that call go to bring the police out to check on this? You know, do they actually call and be like, there's a little black girl sitting out? You know, but again, unfortunately, black kids are not always able to be kids, because they don't even look at sometimes our black kids as kids. They just figure that's a black woman out there. But we know it's a kid. She got a scooter, she riding her bike, you know, little scooter. Anyway, moving beyond that, but I just thought about that. How did that call go? But anyway, so they done threw this black little girl like a little rag doll for nothing. And I think what it is she was trying to tell them, I live right there. So she lived right in the neighborhood now. But because she black, they assumed she did not live in the neighborhood. That reminds me of here. I've been in this neighborhood about 12 years. And sometimes you will see people that will look at you like you brand new. And I'll be like, I done lived in this neighborhood longer than you have. And you're looking at me that because I'm black, like I don't live here. You know, so I'm sure the little girl was probably trying to tell them, but you know, so again, parents, and we got to remember to tell our kids, and then we even ourselves got to remember, you know, it's hard though, because you like, this is unnecessary. So you're trying to tell them, I didn't do anything wrong. I was just sitting here, you know. But when cops come or security come or people come and they racist right off the bat. So no matter what you say, they gonna assume it's something negative, or they're not even gonna listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they did to this little girl. I'm sure she's trying to tell them, I live right here. I was just sitting down, taking a break. And, you know, they were trying to lie and say she said something else. Because I'm still trying to figure out how did the little girl get to juvenile. What did she do wrong? So they were trying to say that she was saying something wrong, doing something. Now, we don't see the little girl doing nothing. All we see is 2 cops beating up on this little black girl, throwing her around like a rag doll. This show is 2022. This just showed on our news, I want to say last week. Today's February 19th. In Black History Month, they throwing a little black girl around like a little rag doll out there in Rialto, California. So, it's just sad. So that's why you all, one, I do these videos. Because it was her that day. It might be your child or you the next day. Because so you got to continue to understand. We know who we are and we love ourselves. We know we're beautiful. We know we're smart. We know all these things about ourselves. But the thing is, when people see you, you know, it's like that film that they did on the boys that were accused of raping a woman, and they were like, we didn't even rape this woman. We don't even know this woman, you know, type thing. So you have people of other races, even sometimes your own race, that will look at you negatively, all based upon the color of your skin, you know, and just accuse you for doing something, or accuse you for that you're gonna do something, and you're like, I'm not here to do nothing, I'm just you know. So you at least need to be aware. You at least need to be aware that there are people out there that have this mindset. So then when you are going about and you see people watching you like they're suspicious of you, or you know, that you at least be aware. And sometimes to save yourself, you know, you're right. You know, I tell you all, you're free. You should be able to go anywhere you want to. But if you're in an area and it looks like folks calling the police on you, you ain't doing nothing wrong. But they not used to seeing black people in their area. So they see you. They racist. They suspecting that you about to do something. You ain't about to do nothing wrong at all. But that's their racist mindset. Sometimes it is best just to go and get out of there. I'm like, save yourself. Just leave. You know, I'm just learning to be, because, once they get you, if you don't have the money to get an attorney, and sometimes you can't always get an attorney because unfortunately, even for black women, you find that some attorneys don't even want to take that case because they already know how it is in court. They even know how the courts sometimes discriminate against black women. And black women is more challenging for black women to even win in the courts. I still like, how did the little black girl get to juvenile? She never did nothing wrong. But thank God the parents got an attorney. And so Kyrie, and I like Kyrie, I took pictures with Kyrie, bless her heart, a black attorney. And so, they got the little girl, June. She still had to stay there for 2 days. Oh my God, I got kids. They're grown now, and I got grandkids, but I couldn't even imagine my child having to stay in juvenile. My child ain't done nothing wrong. My child having to stay in juvenile because of racism, y'all. This little girl's in juvenile, had to stay in juvenile for about 2 days because of racism. She has done nothing wrong. So she ended up being around strangers. You have to pray that they didn't touch her in the wrong way. All because of racism. And that's why I speak out about racism. Because racism against black women is killing black women. It's killing black girls. It's bringing harm to black girls and black women for no reason. All because someone see a black woman and just assume she's going to do something wrong and start calling the police on and just start doing crazy stuff. It's so wrong. It's wrong. It's sad. Now y'all seen where I've done takes 2 on the medical. Or you have where black women go to the hospital or the doctors and they don't get the right treatment. So they die. We don't know how. We have lost so many black women through this incident that's just gone on because some of them just didn't even get the right health care. And then when they talk about rationing care, who do you think is going to be at the top of the list who's going to get the treatments? You know what I'm saying? You just have to stay prayed up. Now, God can help ensure that you get some stuff. You just have to just stay praying. And that's why I'm saying, God. Yes, I'm a Christian. I love me some Jesus. Because you got to have Jesus. You got to have God to just be able to deal with this stuff that these things, this racist stuff that they do. A lot of times, especially here in Hollywood, you just see people talking to themselves and sometimes you listen to them, you like, that makes some sense. They be talking about the racism and the different stuff, you know. And I get to think, I said, wow, did that drive them over the edge? And you can see where it could. But then that's where you have to stay prayed up. I'm talking about Jesus Christ prayed up, relationship with God, Jesus Christ. You know, where you don't let the stuff get to you. You know what I'm saying? You still love people. You still do what's right. You know, hate nobody, you know. But you do have to speak out about it. You know, because you have to speak out about to ensure justice. You have to get attorneys and lawyers and, you know, to help make sure that you're treated right and that there's justice and fairness. So you don't end up, you know, dead, basically, you know. So it's just so sad when I seen that, you know, but I do like how the parents, about the cops just out the blue came at the little girl. Can you imagine this? You all that are parents, your little girl just riding a scooter down the street. In her neighborhood now. She lives right there in that neighborhood. Not too many blacks in the neighborhood, but she lives in the neighborhood. And so she just freely riding, you know, her. Police come out of nowhere and come grab her. I'm sure the little girl's like, well, what did I do wrong? And that's what we say. We talk about the black body. A lot of us been talking about the black body. Where some people just don't even like the black body. When you present. When your body is present. Because your body got some color to it. A black body. They just all of a sudden get very negative and very mean and very just, and you just sort of like, because if you're real nice like me, well, I'm nice to everybody, I love everybody, you know what I'm saying? And you just sort of be looking at people like, well, what did I do wrong? I know I didn't do nothing wrong to you. Why are you so mean to me right now? You know what I'm saying? Then I've just learned to just scurry out of people's way. I call it scurrying because I just hurry up and get out of people's way because I'm like, you know, I cannot, you know, change racism overnight all by myself, you know. So I just, you know, when I see or feel that racist vibe out of somebody, I just get out of their way and go on by my day and get around people who are not racist. That's what I do. But I just feel so sorry for that little girl. But thank God she's at home now and they have an attorney. And I pray they sue the pants off of them. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes and yes. How dare they? But see, this is what will happen to our black girls. And that's why I tell you all, you got to watch our little black girls at the school. So when the principals call you or the teachers call you, parents, you go in there, you get the information first. Don't just start getting all on your daughter. You don't know what happened first. Because see, sometimes they just dive right in on black girls. Because unfortunately, sometimes between the media or just different thoughts, people just think that black girls always got something to say negative. Or black girls and did this. Or black, you know, it's everything negative. You know. So you have to really look and watch, you know, the treatment of your black daughters. And then we as black women, we have to watch it. We have to watch it as we go places. You know. For black women's safety, black women and black girls' safety is a big issue. You know, making it back home safe is a big issue. We really have to watch, you know, I have like asthma and the nerve pain and different things like that, you know, and I have a car, but a lot of times I catch the bus or the train, different things. And so I keep my bag on me that, you know, has, you know, things I might need if I have an asthma attack or whatever the case might be. And then I also keep information. I even keep like my rent receipt and stuff on me a lot because unfortunately a black woman carrying a bag, don't ask me why, but a black woman carrying a bag, they will go everywhere but that you just carrying your asthma puffer and you carrying, you know, little stuff that you need, you know. They look at you, they think you're homeless or they think you're hoeing or they don't think you're doing something negative, you know. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? You like, now everybody else can carry all kind of bags. It's okay. Other races can carry bags. White women can carry bags. Everybody can. They don't think nothing negative about them. They don't think they're hoeing. They don't think they're homeless. But a black woman carrying a bag, oh my God. You know, they just look at you sort of like, and I'm like, now I know these bags ain't doing nothing to you, but I don't know what in the world. But yeah, you got to keep certain information on you. Now, not saying that when you get in a certain position that, you know, the cops or different people even look at the information. You should hope they do. But you just, it's almost like keeping proof on you. Because again, a lot of times they don't always believe black women. Again, you got, people that's racist. First of all, people that's racist against black women, they just racist. No matter what you say or do, they already got in their mind that they don't like black people. So no matter what you do, it's like, because I know I'm just sweet and kind as could be. But they got it in their mind. And again, and that's why I do a lot of comedy even about this. Because I'm like, that really shows how ignorant and crazy that person is. Because you literally don't like another person because of the color of their skin? Really? Really? And you can have people that are the same color as me, but they're a different ethnicity. So now, ethnicity sometimes can be different than just the color of your skin. So me and a Latino person can be the same color, right? Our skin can be the same color. But I consider myself as a black woman, and they might consider that, and they can still be racist against me, even though I'm the same color as them, because now they don't see me as their same ethnicity. See, which that to me again is ludicrous and crazy. And I know for some people they're like, oh, but this one person did something to me. Okay. So one black person did something to you, and now you got to blame all of us black people for that one black person that did something to you? That don't make sense. Because different people have done different stuff to me out of different races, but I don't blame that whole race for it. Everybody's different. Even within races, everybody is different. You're going to have good apples, you're going to have bad apples. No matter what race it is. So the key thing is love everybody. That's why I tell you, if you just love everybody, you're going to do good. If you just love everybody. But unfortunately, because people don't, this is why I do this racism against black women. Docu-series. So again, that was the key one I just want to talk. I just thought that was so sad and it's just again a reminder, because I think I just did one of my other shows where I just talked about protect black girls, and how parents, you have to really look after your black girls. And so that was a reminder of that. So also parents, if you live in an area, well, really no matter where you live, but especially if you live in an area there's not that many black people, you need to watch your black child when you send them outside. You don't need to let them go too far out. Because not everybody is going to accept your black child. And I know the theory there, but they should. Well, we know that they should. They shouldn't have treated that black girl like that either, but they did, and she ended up in juvenile for no reason. So my thing is try to be as proactive as you can. You know what I'm saying? Which is why sometimes when I go, I got bag galore. Because I got whatever, this and that, I got whatever proof I need to show. Because they always, sometimes when they see black women accusing us, thinking about we about to do something bad. Ain't anybody doing nothing. I'm going about my business. You know what I'm saying? So you got everything to show them. This is where I live. This is what I do. Matter of fact, I keep my college degree on me. I graduated from University of Illinois. I keep my college degree on me. But matter of fact, just the other day, sadly, I was swallowing something that got choked. I had to call the ambulance. One of the ambulance guys, I think I had to go to the hospital because I really did not feel like going to the hospital. Really, I didn't even feel like having them come. But because I had called, because each time when I called, so like once I threw some stuff up, I could breathe a little bit better, But then I got choked again, and so I had to, and one of the persons on the phone on 911 was like, well, you need to at least have them come and look, So I was like, okay. And it's not that you don't want to. It's that you have to go through so much. When you're a black woman, you don't know who's coming. You don't know if the people that's coming gonna care about you, or if while you sick, they about to put you through more drama. Because when you sick, the last thing you want to deal with is somebody being racist. You know what I'm saying? Because you already don't feel good, So here you are choking, And do you really want to add to the choking part somebody coming being racist to you? You know what I'm saying? And so, and lo and behold, out of, let's see, I think it was about 4 of them that came, I did get a racist one. One of them was like, I just quit talking to him and start talking to the other 3. And I think the other 3 seen what that EMT said, because he had said something, because you always got to watch. Black people as a whole always got to watch people talking down to them, treating us like little kids. Treating us like we dumb, like we don't know nothing, you know what I'm saying? And so that's probably why I keep my college degree on me, you know. At any moment I put like, however, I'm educated. But you know, a lot of times they don't even care about that either. Again, people that are racist really don't care. If you're educated, they don't care. They just don't like you because of the color of your skin. So I'm learning too. All that paper, some of them don't even look at it or read it. But anyway, he had said something talking to us. I said, well, I'm educated. I said, you know, I know God, you know, there's playing me like I didn't know what something. And so this is the EMT that came. And so he said something, well, you just said you got out, so now he picking with me, you know. Well, you just said you got, I said, you should have did. So I was like, oh, wait a minute. And I started getting myself, and then the other one started talking to me, and they were more respectful and kind, so I went in and talked to them, and I just stopped talking to that. You know, but it's sad. So even in the midst of you choking and needing medical service, you still got to deal with racism. That's why sometimes black people don't like going to the hospital or the doctors or different, but black people, you got to go. You still got to go. You just have to pray. Go watch my video talk about how to deal with racism. You just have to pray, and you have to keep going, because we can't not take care of ourselves because we don't feel like dealing with racism, you know. Just let them do what they're going to do, because they're going to do it either way it goes, as far as I'm saying on their words and their little negative actions, you know. Long as they don't touch you in the wrong way or do nothing wrong, you just... But anyway, so again, that's sad what this black little girl had to experience. So again, it's just a reminder, watch your black child, black women, watch how you're out and about. Even my car was about to run out of gas. I don't know why I thought I had enough gas to go to. And I tell you, as soon as I got down the street, my little red light, so then I had to turn back around. Thank God I had to try to hurry up and get to the gas station. And it's so sad, because being a black woman, you knew you had to hurry up and get to the gas station, because you knew if your car stopped, wasn't nobody gonna help you. These are another challenges as a black woman you have to experience. You know, so even as I'm trying to get to the gas station, I'm trying to let people know my car about to run out of gas. You got people just because, again, the color of the skin, you're a black woman trying to, they saying all mean stuff to you and looking at you crazy, you know, because that's what they do sometimes. You know, black women, they just figure you're doing something wrong. And so I finally got to the gas station, thank God. And I was like, well, thank God. You know, but I just felt so pressured. Because I feel like if my car stopped and got stranded, I'm not in the neighborhood that somebody gonna stop and help me with my car. Okay. And so I'm like, no, I need to hurry and get to this gas station, get gas in my car to get my car home. You know what I'm saying? And so these are the things as black women that we have to, you know, have in our mind, that we have to deal with extra, where, you know, Becky car can run out of gas and everybody be lined up to help blonde hair, long, you know, white chick back. You know, but I'm boy chick, I love y'all. I just use y'all for the example in the sense of that, bless your heart, y'all will get lots of help if y'all car run out of gas. So in other words, a black chick, we may not get as quick as help as y'all do. Our car might sit different days, which then it could get towed, and then that'd be a bill. It could turn into a whole mess. So again, as black chicks, you know, we love ourselves. We know who we are. We just gotta be aware of things. We have to watch how we move, because unfortunately you have people watching you. They act like you're doing something wrong and you're not doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just be aware. Just be aware. That's all I'm saying. Be aware so you don't get caught up in some mess. That's what I'm saying. And those of you that do racist stuff against black women, you're wrong. You're wrong. And so stop it. But anyway, so I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker, and be encouraged. Stay happy, stay being loving, stay being you, and you love people, and you keep moving about, being you, doing you, loving everybody. You just ignore the ignorance. If folks want to act ignorant, you just ignore them, and you keep doing you, and you love life. You know, that's my key thing, as you don't let none of this stuff get to you, boo-boo. Black women, you be proud of who you are, wear your hair the way you want to wear, do what you want to do you, boo, and you love you. Okay, because you are beautiful, you smart, and you everything. Okay, what I'm saying? And if you need to, like I say, you report people. You know what I'm saying? You sue people. You know, do what you need to do, because you are very valuable. All right, y'all. I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. Be blessed.